Hi Leo, welcome back. I hope that you are well. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Simone the Moon Goddess, an energy reader, professional energy reader. If you are interested in connecting with me for a personal reading, the only place you can book is on my website, themoongoddess.com. It should be somewhere along here. You can also follow me on my other socials, and you can become a member of the Sacred Circle. So I have two tiers. There's a free tier where you'll become a member, where you'll be added to the mailing list, as well as you will receive updates on when I post a new blog post on the website. There's a paid tier which gives you access to exclusive content, exclusive lives, and a community. All right, so if you're interested, you can head over to my website, themoongoddess.com, and sign up. All right, so Leo, let's get into it. As always, so much love for Leo. Y'all are always such a big support for my channel. Y'all are always, or more than not, my most viewed videos are often Leo's videos. So I just want to always say big love to you, Leo. All right, let's go. And for those who follow sidereal astrology, I'm a whole Leo stellium. So I got special love for Leo. All right, what are the messages for Leo from me? Spirit guides, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's the energy for me? What's the messages for me? As always, may all messages be for the highest good of all involved, with harm to none. Give me some messages for Leo, Spirit guides. Okay, I have two more cards for Leo, please. Thank you. All right. Let's see. All right, so Leo, your first cards are the Seven of Pentacles. It came out reverse. We have the Hangman and the Queen of Swords for your other two cards. The Hangman just came out for Taurus. It was their first card. It came out reverse. It's here upright for you. All right. Y'all frustrated. See, top of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so you're frustrated with your money. You got there's your card, Strength, at the bottom. How beautiful is that? Yeah, y'all been through a lot, it seems, lately. You see the Three of Swords here. You see the Devil, Death. Yeah. Let's see, what's at the heart for Leo, Spirit guides? King of Swords. This also came out in this right underneath the Hangman as well for Taurus, and it's here underneath your Hangman as well. All right, so I feel like y'all frustrated with y'all's money or y'all's projects, your growth in business, maybe growth in the work, in your work, your career. Maybe you feel like you're putting in a lot of effort for very little reward. And now you are in contemplation. What's the next step? How do I shift this energy? How do I become more organized? Maybe that's what you need to do. It's so beautiful that the Strength card showed up when I was saying that I feel like y'all have been through a lot. And Strength is here, which is all about being patient, and it's a soft touch. It's the surrendering, doing what you can do, putting the energy into your passions and your endeavors, and letting the rest happen. It's like the message that I've been getting a lot over the past year or so is Saturn. Saturn feels like a hard taskmaster, you know. Saturn energy feels like you're being limited and you're being suppressed and you're being restricted. But really all Saturn is you know, it's that tough love, because Saturn rewards you no matter how long it takes. No matter how long it takes for you to get from one point to the next, Saturn will Mercury retrograde every time. Saturn will reward you for the work that you've put in, for the foundations that you've built. And we gotta trust that. This is a message for me too, you know, like I get frustrated with, you know, feeling as if I'm moving through molasses in winter. I've often felt as if, you know, I gotta do extra to move ahead. And that could be because I got tons of planets in the 12th house. But that's part of my lesson, that start looking at other people's paths and just do me. As long as I know that I'm doing something from a good place and a good heart, just do me. The rest will fall into place. So that's a message for you as well. And it's so interesting because the Queen of Swords is right on top of that Strength card, and that's the auntie saying, you know, guiding the way. The auntie, she's the older, she's the oldest, not old, the oldest queen in the deck, meaning she's seasoned, she's been through life. So she's the one that can then bring words of wisdom and guidance to you. So she's pointing, look ahead. The Hangman is behind her. The Hangman is your spiritual self. It's that self that is being held up. You feel as if you're being held back. You feel as if you're just waiting for things to happen, but nothing don't seem to be happening. But that's not the case. It's a metamorphosis. It takes time. You know, caterpillar to butterfly doesn't just happen like that. It's a whole process. You know, from baby to old man, old woman, it's a process. These things take time. Saturn is responsible for all of that father time, right? So you sit with it, do what you can do. And now we're in Mercury retrograde, so it's definitely time to go inwards and not necessarily to be expending energy outside of you. The going inwards is allowing you to then make organized steps forward. The going inwards is allowing you to see where you can refine, where you can work smart instead of hard, what's worked and what hasn't, what you can add, what you can take away. That's the energy that you're in right now. All right, so don't be frustrated, because the goodness coming, the harvest is here. Look, right underneath this, you're feeling frustrated, and the harvest is right there. So don't give up. You take a break, but don't give up. You go slow, but you don't give up. Rest is just as important as putting out energy. Remember that. Don't worry about capitalism making us feel like it's like, work hard. You got to work hard to get what you need. Da, 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 da. Really? We really in that energy still? We really in that belief system still? All right. Yeah, big changes coming for y'all. Big changes are coming. I see the Ten of Swords, the Tower, the Five of Cups, and then the Six of Wands. So it's like you're going through it. You know, you're going through the darkness, the soul. Things seem to be falling apart. We just had an eclipse as well. So things being shaken up. Pluto's in retrograde. Mercury's in retrograde. So things might feel like they're falling apart, but they're really falling together. And we got to let go of feeling like we know the best way for things to happen. The spiritual realm can see and hear and know things we don't. Do we trust it? I saw a tweet recently, and it was like, the person said, if you have faith, if you've given your problems to the Creator, then why are you stressed? If you've given your problems over to the Creator, the Most High, whatever your belief system is, why are you stressed? If you've given your problems over to your ancestors, you sat at your altar, you said how you feel, you've prayed, you talked to your higher self, you talked to your spirit team, your spirit guides, your angels, whatever your belief system is, they know. You've told them, you've asked, you've prayed, you've put it out there to the universe, whatever your belief system is. And why are you worried? Why are you stressed? Faith is the word. Faith. And I just looked and it was 10:10 on my counter. Faith is the word. Let's get your word of advice. Faith is the word. It's a message for Leo spirit guides. I feel like the card's flipped over inside the deck. No? Can I have one more card for their word of advice, please? Spirit, thank you. Alright, let's shift them. Your first card is the High Priestess. And she's forever giving side eye. If you have given your problems over to your spiritual team, then why are you worried? I don't know if y'all can see the side eye that she's giving. The first card, no, sorry. So you have the High Priestess as the first, and the second card is the King of Cups, and it came out reverse. So it's very much a message of faith and trusting your intuition, your gut feelings, using your vision, watching your thoughts, watching the things that you repeat in your mind, that you speak about yourself to yourself. It's your spiritual self. It's the self that, it's the knowing. It's the self that you can't put logic to. It's just a knowing, right? So this energy juxtaposed with the King of Cups reversed. Now the King of Cups is a spiritual card. This is a spiritual energy. It's water. It's flowing. But your King of Cups is reversed. So it's like your messages strengthen your... If you have a strong spiritual practice, a spiritual routine, spiritual belief, you connect, you pray, you meditate, then why are you stressed out on your outer world? Why are you feeling on your outer self? No, of course, this is because you're human, and that does happen. But it's a reminder, if you've given it to your spiritual self, your spiritual side, if your spiritual side is dealing with it, ain't nothing you can do on your physical. You can't force life to happen. You can't control life. You can't make things speed up. You can't make people react the way how you want them to react, or consume what you have to offer, or partake in what you have going on. You know what I'm saying? So let it go and do what you can do and leave the rest. Leave the rest. Ain't nothing else you could do. All right, let's see. What's the final message here for Leo? 1313 as I looked over. All right. So your final message is the 9 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. Wow, that's a lot. It's time for boundaries. All right, be very mindful of who you are sharing your inner workings with. Because I see that there's this energy here of frustration and blockages, but underneath the surface is bounty and abundance and prosperity. So be very careful who you're sharing your ideas, your plans with, because people can be smiling, but you don't know what they're saying, what they're praying for your downfall, what they're saying behind your back, how they're stealing your ideas, how they're evil eyeing you, or even just this energy of, them having doubts in themselves. They project that on you, and that offsets your whole energetics, your everything. It's time to strengthen yourself, strengthen your auric field, build your spiritual practices, getting rest, being silent, moving in silence, because I see that there's a potential for conflict there for some reason. It might not be direct conflict. It's like, it was like I was saying, just be mindful of who you're sharing your ideas with, who you confiding in with your emotional self, with the things going on in your life. You don't know. People be smiling. People smile. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean shit. Right? you know who you could trust. And if you feel wary about somebody, if you watch your dreams, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to the messages. There's a knowing, strengthen your knowing. Because she's side-eyeing, saying, I mean, look, the Queen of Swords is literally pointing at the High Priestess. And your whole emotional self is upside down. Your spiritual self is upside down. Your emotional self is upside down. Get your baths in, your cleansing baths. We always around other people in exchanging energy. Some good, some bad, some in between. We don't want to be carrying other people's stuff. Spirit's always in and out, coming through your house. You know what I'm saying? They're outside, everywhere. So you need to cleanse yourself. You need to say your prayers. You need to ground yourself. You need to strengthen your auric field. All right? Because somebody's salty about something. And sometimes it's not even anything you did. You out here shining like the light that you are, and people just salty just because. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing from May for you, Leo. Let's get some moon cards. Work through your fears. The same card that showed up for Taurus as well. Taurus and Leo. Okay, so y'all are both fixed signs. That's interesting. Okay, so the fixed signs might be, yeah, the fixed signs going through it for whatever reason. Somebody might be trying to offset the fixed signs. So the fixed signs would be you, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And the eclipses are happening in Taurus and Scorpio. So perhaps it's affecting y'all as well because y'all are all fixed. What's the message for Leo? Yup. Yep. If this is what I think it is, it sure is. Well. So the first card is the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. And that's why I went because, well, it's kind of, did I go on the first or the second? Regardless, when I saw the energy is gaining momentum, it makes me think about how you feel. You could potentially be feeling stuck. And I could feel that energy moving because the bounty is here. Is just to get through to the other side of the frustration or being tired. Maybe it's just about taking a break. Maybe it's just that you need rest. Maybe you just need to stop pushing so hard. The energy is gaining momentum. I said for the second card. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. And your third card, my loves, is new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. Leo. The energy is gaining momentum. Luck is on your side. Prosperity lies ahead. Two new moon cards as well. A waxing moon and a new moon and two new moon cards. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. There's another fixed energy. Top is it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. There's the other fixed energy. 1919. These numbers in y'all's reading, my word. And at the heart is a time for healing, balsamic moon. Right? So it's that slow, soft, cool energy. It's not pushing. It's allowing. It's receiving. Bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. A time for healing. And then you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. So don't be so hard on yourself. Some messages from Leo. I just saw big happy changes. We also moving as we get closer and closer to y'all season when the sun is shining on you. Perhaps is when you'll start to see things really coming into itself because like the sun will be shining on you. You know, your ruler will be at home. What's the message for Leo? All right, so we have no, a big no. What's that about? Why is it a big no? Why is no here, spirit guides? For Leo. What's going on with y'all cards today? Trust. No. Trust. Let's get one more. What's the message for Leo, spirit guides? What's the message for Leo, spirit guides? All right, and in the near future. Right, so no, trust, and in the near future. So maybe that no is, it's about divine timing, right? Divine timing, not pushing. The situation will improve if you believe and wait. There we go. That's what I know is about. Don't push. Abundance, wait, and a year from now. Yeah. Sure. We'll just ignore that because in the near future is right here. But I feel that no is about, you know, and also I feel it's also about being mindful of who you're sharing your business with. And I just realized you have the King and the Queen of Cups. Sorry, the King and the Queen of Swords together in this reading. I just realized you have the King and the Queen of Swords in this reading. Wow. So it's being logical, but it's also about trusting your inner knowing that you're moving from emotional wisdom, experience, right? Which is the Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords is getting logical and practical and taking thought out steps to get from one point to the next. All right, let's get a Trust Your Vibes card. What's the message for Leo, spirit guides, for me? What's the message? Oops, sorry if that was loud. What's the message for Leo? What's the message for Leo? What's their final message, spirit guides? All right, so mentors and role models. That's so crazy. Because before I came on, I was clearing off my phone and I had a ton of screenshots, or I still got loads of them. But there was this post that I saved, and it was like, there are 4 people that you need in your life. And I just glazed over it. But the one that was at the top was a mentor. And I remember thinking to myself about conversations I've had recently with like-minded individuals who've spoken about their mentors. And I was saying, you know, it's just one of them quick conversations in your mind. And I was like, okay, so I need to get a mentor. It was just this quick conversation. And now this card is here, mentors and role models. I don't know if y'all can make out that's a torch. So it makes me think of the Queen of Swords, right? A mentor, the King of Swords as well. But part of your growth could be to connect with somebody who has been where you want to, has been or is where you want to get to, who can guide you, who can support you through experience. They've been there, they've done that, right? Be generous is here at the bottom. Be generous with yourself. Take time out. Rest. Stop pushing so hard. Calling your joy guides. Yes. You need some upliftment, some fun. Those are the spirit guides that bring lightheartedness into your life. Call on them. And at the heart is make a note of it. So journaling, instead of telling people your plans, maybe go and write it in a book, in a notebook. Keep things to yourself, keep things close to your chest. All right, Leo, that's your message from me. I hope these messages support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for always supporting. So much love to you, Leo. Until your next message, be well. Bye-bye.